What's up, y'all? First and foremost, I'm glad to be back at home. I had been to the hospital with my mother, and I didn't. I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. Excuse me. I was uncomfortable in the hospital the whole time. The reason why you shouldn't have to go to a doctor and feel terrified, if that makes sense. You shouldn't have to go to a doctor and feel like that. When you got the so-called white man running this organization, right? You got this man running this world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it was back in 1940s, 1950s, 1965, 1980s, in the 80s, and it ain't like that where you can trust the doctors and you can go there and get a patch of wound and you can get healed right away. They give you something for it and tell you to do this, or they give you a little patch, a little cream, and told you depending on what the sickness was, and before you know it, you was better probably before the night was up of the day. Going to the doctor now is just like putting a gun to your head. You just might as well just prepare to say you getting a gun pulled to your head. Yes, it done gotten that bad. I had to get our mother up out of there, bro. I literally felt like I was surrounded by nothing but fucking demons. When you're dealing with so-called white people, they control the organization. And I was very, very, very concerned about our mother today. And as being, we stayed in the hospital about 2 days and a half, almost three. Tonight would have been three, because you might as well say it's Saturday. I mean Sunday evening. Might as well say. But it almost appeared to be like I was sitting there concerned about my mother, because that hospital, North Oaks here in Hammond, Louisiana, has a history of people dying in there and they killing people. Really, you know, they have a history of doing that. So I was skeptical the whole time. So I told the people, I think I want to try another option, another doctor option, that a doctor's option that she been going to, not here, because you can't depend upon that here. But anyway, so on and so forth. I'll come back to this topic. I know I gave a long introduction, and you probably wonder why in the hell is he talking about that, such and such and such. Okay, you get the point now. The video is entitled "Black Women Really Hate Black Men." Yeah, they really do. I would say it's a shame. I was just walking out, probably just going to take some trash out, and and you know what I mean. Check, you know how it is. You check the box, the mailbox, and so on and so forth. And you try to be polite to people, but they're not polite back. So in your mind, you like, damn. But at the same time, why would? Here's the question that I have for black women. They can hate us like that, right? Why you don't hate the real colonizers? The real colonizers, the reason why you wear wigs, you put weave in your hair. they're gonna disagree with this stuff. I better point that out to them. They're gonna disagree because first thing, what they gonna do? They're gonna come up in here and they're gonna go to saying things like, "Well, some people we just want to switch it up and change it up." Which there was always different people on YouTube talking about this here way before I was talking about it. And it makes sense to me. Why would you? You know what I mean? You that God, what God created, He created natural. That's just like me saying this is not 100% organic. This is some stuff that some organics that came from stuff that are unclean and mixed it in with the natural. You wouldn't want to eat that. So um, let's go to Leviticus chapter 13 and 30. Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30. I thought I already had it marked. Hold on. I think I went over too far. Then the priest shall see the plague, and if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy, upon the head or breed. See that? Yellow thin hair is blonde hair. So when you put, according to God, when you put blonde hair on your head, yes, that's a form. You hate how you look, like as the brothers were saying on YouTube. According to the Bible, you do. The Bible said, if there be in it a yellow thin hair, it is unclean. And if the priest look on the plague of the skull, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, then then there is no black hair in it. Oh, hold on. Let me read again. And if the priest look on the plague and of the skull, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and then and there and that there is no, wait a minute, hold on. Am I reading it? Oh, here's the okay, verse 30. Here it is. Then the priest, Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. So, according to the Bible, when you put blonde hair, a yellow hair in your head, which is blonde hair, that's you unclean. Yeah. So that's why you wonder why. Because see, they have been told during slavery they don't look good enough. And because they listen to the words of the slave master, they believe the words of the slave master. You know? So the point of, I guess what I want to make, I guess I fell asleep in there because I was tired. They look at you evil. They ain't got the you speaking or not, or just throwing your head up. They gonna give an evil look. and you got black men hate black women, and it's like that with us because we're not trying to come on one accord, and it's too much like right is to actually love your own people, because Esau, that's the seed of doubt that the enemy done put in us. And we hate, our people hate each other with a passion because they get it from the other nation. That's why the Bible says in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2, learn not the way of the heathen. You know? So this is about the third video I done fell asleep in. But my point is, go hate the damn white man. That's they the colonizers. What you hating on another brother for? You know, me myself. That's why I started this video off speaking of so-called white people. Go and do the white so-called white people like that. The real colonizer, they deserve. Don't they? They the one went around stealing everybody's resources. So why don't the so-called black women start hating them? That's who they need to hate. It don't make no sense for you to sit up there and hate on a brother. You know, it's third time. I think about the third time I fell asleep in this video, bro. But yeah, go hate the colonizer. That's what I really. You try to be what polite about it. You try to be take the higher road. You try to be the bigger person, and you be like, it doesn't make no sense to have an issue with the one that didn't cause it, because I've been colonized just like you by the same people. They hate you like they hate me. So why is you attacking me? The so-called black man, we ain't did nothing to you. If you want to hate somebody, hate them damn colonizers. Hate Esau, the white man, like that. Look at them and roll your eyes at them. Don't roll your eyes at your brother. That don't even make sense. Look what the Bible says here. Let me back up what I just said. Leviticus chapter 19, verses 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Sometimes you have to rebuke people right away. You know? He said, don't hate. He said, and when he talk about you, thou shalt not hate thy brother, he's not talking about Esau. He's not talking about the white man. He said, thy brother, your brother, the nation of your own people first. You know? So I'm gonna go ahead on and get up out of here. And give me your thoughts in the comment section. But hate on the oppressor, not your own brother. That don't even make no damn sense. That's stupid. If you let me tell it, it's stupid as hell. And then you walk around here talking about six figures. That's stupid. That ain't nowhere in the Bible that say, "Oh, I want me a man that making six." You realize how stupid that sounds? I'd be embarrassed is the tell being a woman telling a man something like that, a black Hispanic man, something like that. Oh, he got to be making this amount of money, and then that's you sound stupid. You don't do that. You know. So I'm up out of here, man. I'll be back. Black women really hate black men. That's the title of the video. Even though I gave a long introduction about something else, I'll be back.